Hey, this is Susan Velez from SusanVelez.com, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I make the techie side of blogging easy. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, I highly recommend that you do, because what I do is every Wednesday I create some type of tip, tutorial, advice, conversation, some type of video that's going to help you start, grow, and monetize your WordPress blog. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take you inside of my Google Analytics, because every month I like to kind of just walk you through and see how the improvements, either if I made improvements or if my blog hasn't grown, and if so, what I've done to grow it. I like to share my blog growth stats with you guys. And I do this on my blog as well, which is SusanVelez.com. So if you want to follow along, so that hopefully maybe by my sharing tips on what I'm doing to grow will help you grow your own WordPress blog. So today is the last day of October. It is 9:05 a.m. and as you can see, I'm still going to get some traffic today, but I wanted to create this video today because I really didn't want to. I've got a couple things planned and I wanted to make sure that I get this video created because I love doing these for you guys, and I want to show you guys what my blog did from October based in comparison to September. So of course I'm going to continue getting traffic for the rest of the day, so these won't be my full correct page views and traffic stats, because I'm not taking today into consideration from 9:05 a.m. Eastern time on, but you'll kind of get a gist of it. And then of course, if you stop by my blog, you'll see a screenshot that I'll put on there that will have the full traffic stats including today. So it's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and go into my Google Analytics for my blog. So as you can see, I am comparing from October 1st through October 31st, comparing to last month, which was September 1st through September 30th. And as you can see, the orange is the September sessions, and then the blue is the October sessions. So as you can see, my blog did a lot of ups and downs, which is very, I guess you could say it's very normal for me. My blog has always been doing consistent ups and downs, so I really don't pay too much attention to it. I basically just focus on my traffic strategies, and then I'll go back at the end of the month and see whether or not I've made improvements. So as you can see, I've pretty much made improvements in everything because it's green. Whereas my page views from last month were 2,571, and then this month it's 3,465, which I do believe I will reach 3,500 page views, which is the most that I've ever reached since I've started my blog. And I know page views really don't mean a lot. You want to make sure that you're getting targeted traffic that actually converts, and people who are subscribing to your email list. So, but it is nice to see that my efforts are paying off by increased page views. So that's pretty awesome. The only thing that didn't change, or I guess improve, was the new sessions. That did go down by 7.99%. So as you can see, I still got a lot of improvements that I can make on my blog, but then that's anybody who's trying to grow a blog. You're always trying to improve and become better. Of course, like I said, I am working on my blog to move away from my freelancing business to become a full-time blogger, and the best way for me to do that is to kind of show you guys what I'm doing to grow my blog, so that hopefully you guys can implement what I'm doing. But remember, what works for me may not necessarily work for you, so you have to kind of find your own way. But I'm just sharing what I'm doing, so hopefully I can share some tidbits and some information that helps you guys grow. All right, so now what we want to do is I'm going to show you guys how, or basically where my traffic came from and whether or not it improved. So we're going to come over here to acquisition, and then we're going to go to all traffic, and then source and medium. And I kind of want to show you guys the fluctuation on my traffic growth. Now, if you don't know anything about me, whether you read my blog at SusanVelez.com, I like to journal what I'm doing. I'm not a traffic expert. I'm just kind of sharing what's working for me, and hopefully in return, I'm helping somebody grow their blog. I'm helping you grow your blog. All right, so my main thing that I'm focusing on right now, that I'm doing to grow my blog, is I'm actually using content marketing which is writing blog posts on my own blog as well as guest posting. And then I also spend time commenting on other people's blogs every morning. Well, I wouldn't say every morning, but pretty much every morning. There have been a few mornings that I've missed not commenting on blogs, but I always make it a point to try to go out and read other blogs in my niche and then leave a valuable comment on that blog. While it doesn't drive a lot of traffic to my blog, the truth is that it does drive some traffic to my blog, and that's why I continue to do it. And then I've been using guest posting last month in October. I actually guest posted on 4 blogs that are live, and then I guest posted on another blog that is still pending review. So hopefully it'll go live next month in November, but we'll see what happens with that guest post. But I did 4 guest posts, and then 1 is still pending review. So 4 live published guest posts with 1 pending review. All right. So my direct traffic did increase. You can see the percentage of change was 21.78. But this is the traffic that I'm more interested in, which is Google organic traffic. Now, one of the things that I did that I think is going to have a negative effect on my organic traffic in the coming weeks and months is the fact that I went back this past month in October, and I changed out a lot of my text links on some of my blog posts. I felt like I was trying to optimize for keywords too much, and I've been burnt by Google in the past, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't over optimizing my keyword anchor text. So I went back through all my published posts, which I think right now at the time of this video I have 109 or 110 published blog posts. So I had to go back literally through all those published blog posts, and I changed out some of the anchor text so that I wasn't over optimizing some of my blog posts. And I also, at the time, I had started opening some of my links in new windows and then some of them in the same window. So I actually changed all the links to open, if it's a link to my blog, I open it in the same window. If it's an external link, I will set it to open it in an external link in a blank new target window. So I had to go back and change a bunch of anchor text, which I'm not sure if it was a complete waste of time. It was just something that I wanted to make sure that I take care of in case another algorithm comes up. I want to make sure that Google doesn't see my site as trying to over optimize for specific keywords. So I changed out a bunch. So I went back and did all that this past month, in the middle of the month. So I'm not sure if this is going to affect my organic traffic. I'm sure it will have some effect in the coming weeks and maybe months, but we'll see. You'll see that I did actually get more organic traffic. In October, I got 433 compared to September, the same time range. I got 340, so it was an increase of 27.35, which is great. Of course, the more content that I put on my site and the more keywords that I'm trying to rank for, eventually my organic traffic will continue to increase. So this is good. This goes to show that I'm actually optimizing my blog posts correctly, and I'm starting to see some Google traffic, which we all definitely want. Now, Pinterest, I've actually been focusing a lot of my efforts on Pinterest because I want to make sure that I am using it to help me get some traffic. Now, I don't want it to be my main traffic source because you don't want to focus 100% on just one traffic source. However, I have heard so many bloggers say that they get a ton of traffic from Pinterest. So I've been using Tailwind and Board Booster. Tailwind almost a year, and I haven't actually used it properly because I didn't know what I was doing. All I would do was pin content and my pins as well as other people's pins. I didn't have a strategy. So in October, I actually really started learning more how to use Pinterest Analytics to show me how to pin on Pinterest. And I actually just started doing it, I think, in the middle of the month when I've decided to set aside some time every day. Not every day, but really just kind of set blocks to learn Pinterest and really get in there and dig and learn it. So you can see that from September, I had 273, and then this month in October, I had 400. So it was an increased change of a positive 46.52. So that's great. That means that I'm actually finally starting to figure out Pinterest traffic. So that is pretty cool. So now let's come over here And what I wanted to show you guys, let's go ahead and take off the comparison note, and then I'm going to just kind of show you guys what my site did in October. So we're just going to remove the comparison, and then you're going to see my stats for October, which is this month. And of course, remember, this isn't the full 31st, October 31st stats. I will get some more traffic between now and November 1st, but it's not a big deal. It's not going to be that much of a difference. So as you can see that my page views are 3,466 for November or October, which is pretty cool. And then my bounce rate, you can see that I've actually, because I went back and I do believe that because I went back and changed all my links to open up in the same window, that has improved my bounce rate to go down a little bit, which is pretty cool because we all want a lower bounce rate. Let's see what else. Let's come over here and let's go to acquisition, and then I'm going to kind of show you guys my traffic from Pinterest, and then my let's come over here to social, and then we're just going to come over here to overview, and you're going to see that my Pinterest traffic for October is 543 sessions, or I'm sorry, 548 sessions, with an increase of, it's now 83.28% of my traffic comes from Pinterest, which I know you think that's a lot, and it is. I really don't want all my traffic coming from Pinterest, but you can see from my stats that I am starting to get some more organic traffic, and then I am doing guest posting as well as commenting as well too. So I'm not focusing all my efforts on Pinterest. It's just that I'm finally starting to figure out what's working on Pinterest, and I may have to put together some type of workshop or something for my email list to kind of show you guys what I'm doing. But first I want to test stuff out and make sure that this isn't just a fluke, because in the past I haven't been able to figure out stuff out on Pinterest. You'll notice that my Facebook is not a lot, and that's the reason. One of the main reasons is because I've actually have not been focused on the other social media networks. I have found that the best way for me to learn how to use a social media channel is to focus 100% on it. While I am still active on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, my main interest right now is Pinterest, so I am kind of just using an automated scheduler for Twitter, and then Facebook I'll go in there and I'll post every once in a while. I'm just not as active on it as I could be so that I can learn about Pinterest. So let's come over here to I want to take you guys to the source mediums, and then we're going to see what my organic traffic looks like right here. So you can see that my organic traffic is 433 sessions from Google for October, which is good because it pretty much just shows you that my organic traffic is good and it's starting to come. And like I said, right now at the time of this video, I only have 110 published blog posts. So as I continue publishing more, that number is just going to increase. So anyway, I just like to do this every month to kind of show you guys what I'm doing, share with you what I'm focused on, and then share whether or not my blog is improved from the previous month. And as you can see, it has improved from the previous month. So I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, and we'll see what November holds for me, especially with the holidays right around the corner. We'll see how that affects my blog traffic. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, I like to keep you updated on my blog. If you haven't stopped by my blog, stop by it right now at SusanVelez.com, where I share other tips, tutorials, and advice to help you start, grow, and monetize your WordPress blog. And if you haven't subscribed to my email list, where I share tips that can't be found on my website, as well as my income reports with you guys, then my blog or my email list is SusanVelez.com /emails. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.